Responders are not exempt. We have to remember that. When responding to any call, responders are not exempt from the law. They have to drive with a due regard for the safety of people using the streets.
You need to establish procedures on traveling to the scene because the traffic laws still prevail. Even though you have lights and siren, yes, you can proceed cautiously through an intersection or through a red light, but there's always a potential that somebody didn't catch that. Fire service has a new everyone goes home program, stop at stop signs, stop at red lights, and there are even some law enforcement agencies and some EMS agencies that I've seen that have adopted those policies as well. Communication is a very important piece, and the communication needs to start before incidents happen. Even if you've butted heads with other agencies in the past, you got to push the egos aside. You got to push, this is the way we've always done it, aside. You've got to push, this is how our agency does it. Everybody's got to learn to work together. We talk about unified command in the instance where nobody is specifically in charge. Everybody's in charge of their own specific duties at the time, but through that coordination, cooperation, and communication, you have this unified command process where everybody has a piece of the puzzle, everybody works together in a coordinated fashion to communicate with each other and let them know what the other is doing, so you can work together and do it more efficiently and do it more effectively. When it comes to parking vehicles, one of the most important things that really needs to be stressed is the topography. Is there a curve? Is the incident right after a curve? Is the incident right beyond a hill? And as a result, if you have that, the traveling public, once they go around that curve, they don't know something's going on unless you're telling them something's going on.
If it's on a curve, you might park it just a little bit different. On a hill, you might park it back a little bit farther just so that people coming over the hill can see.
They need to take in their surroundings to see what's going on, the lay of the road, the curves, the hills, especially today, the traffic conditions, the road conditions, where it helps to really know your area.
Anytime you're in the vehicle, whether responding to a crash or just sitting in the vehicle at a scene, it's extremely important to put your seatbelt on. That seatbelt is going to hold you in that seat. If that vehicle gets struck, you're going to be moving around inside that vehicle along with all the other objects in the vehicle.
Well, some of the things that people get complacent about are, cones and road flares. Safety vests are a big one.
You're given safety protective equipment for a reason. Wear it. If it's appropriate, it needs to be on.
The only variable that you actually can control is whether you're taking advantage of all of the safety equipment and the best practices that you have to protect yourself. And that means wearing a vest, it means how you park, it means advanced warning, it means taking advantage of everything you can to try to shift the odds in your favor.
You've got to get into the habit of wearing your personal protective equipment, and everybody's got the procedures down on what safety equipment to use each and every time. It's got to be, no matter how big a call, no matter how small of a call, everybody's got to get into the good habits.